Hi, my name's James. Welcome to R&R, the show where I react to and review new release music videos. Today, the video of choice is The One That Got Away by Muna. But before we get into it, let's find out who Muna are. Muna is an American indie pop band consisting of Katie Gavin, Josette Maskin, and Naomi McPherson. They released 2 studio albums with RCA Records, About You in 2017 and Saves the World in 2019, before signing with the independent label Satisfactory Records, which released their 3rd studio album Muna in June 2022. In April 2023, the band performed their first set at Coachella. Shortly after, Muna released a new single, One That Got Away, alongside a Criminal Underworld inspired music video. Interesting. All right, let's have a look at this Criminal Underworld inspired music video. Some nice looking spaghetti there. Liking that gated snare sound. Quite a strong opening there. I like the instrumentation so far. We've got that quite percussive synth sound, kind of taking up the realm of both bass and melodic accompaniment. We've definitely got that big electro, indie pop kick and snare. And as I said in the intro there, I'm really enjoying that gated snare sound. Very punchy. And so far from the vocals, we've got a bit of a varied performance, which is always nice to hear early on in a song. We sort of started off with something which was a bit more of a chest voice. And then as the song progressed into that sort of pre-chorus section, we get that more falsetto, higher vocal, which is very cool. Nice slap bass in there. And then we got one of those choruses which kind of starts out a little bit lackluster. It sort of feels like something's missing right when it comes in there. You know, there was no initial sort of punch or progression or lifting up of the energy. But then there's that second half where everything comes in that you would expect a chorus to have, where we have a lot more layering happening with different synthesizer sounds. But we also get the bass guitar coming in, filling out the low end of the mix, but adding those little slap bass accents in, which just help elevate the song even more. So I'm at the minute and 42 second mark. So far visually, I wasn't quite sure where the video clip was going, up until that little section there where it's quite obvious we get that message of men who are in power that have control over women and their actions in what kind of looks like a professional setting, but it's hard to tell at this point. And also, I guess, how gross men can be in certain situations. Who's crying over you in the bed from the weekend? But I'm the one who isn't scared to dive into love on the deep end. You're the one line difference. You're the one who can pretend that there are no consequences to what you do. But the truth is that it's costly, baby, 'cause you lost me. Verse 2 there, we definitely get a really good progression of the story, both within the lyrics that I'm hearing and on screen with the visuals. Kind of what I expected to happen, where we get a little bit of a role reversal now. We're now kind of shown that the lead vocalist here has power. Possibly power over the men that we see in the scene, but also the control of herself, her life. Chorus 2 there, nothing new I'm hearing musically, but definitely on screen we're getting that progression of the story, which I feel lets the song down a little bit, but absolutely keeps the music video the star of the show so far. Nice little bridging interlude sort of section there. Lyrically, we're getting a lot of those same lyrics from the chorus. However, within the music performance, we're getting a lot of the same sounds, but a really interesting performance with how those sounds are mixed, particularly with the panning of certain sounds. Definitely with headphones on, you get that experience much more intensified. There was a really nice moment where the bass guitar was panning from speaker to speaker, as well as some of the other little ear-catching sounds, which just sort of add this nice little extra texture here and there that fill out the space but don't overpower the composition and really leave the impact, I think, to the lyrics. If you never put on the line, how am I gonna sign for it? Yeah, you never let me know what you want. Maybe that's why I'm the one that got away, the kiss you never tasted. Now I'm the one that got away. Tell me that you hate it. So it was all an inside job. Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little touch there. So at the end there, I didn't hear anything new within the musical arrangement or even the vocal performance, but on screen, we absolutely get the story being told out very, very entertainingly. The one thing that I was questioning whilst watching the music video was when the scenes are cutting in between the three members of Muna sitting in their suits, but then when it cuts to them in other situations throughout the restaurant that the music video is set in, I was wondering how it was going to tie those two scenes together. So it was really nice at the end there that it really tied it together quite well, and you get that twist ending. It's very entertaining. I know I mentioned at the start that the spaghetti looked really nice. Obviously, I definitely wouldn't want to eat that spaghetti anytime soon, but definitely a very entertaining film clip. And lyrically, a pretty strong message for all the women out there to possibly maybe give them the strength, the courage to take hold of their lives. Maybe not the best message to say that we should be committing murder, but definitely that message of taking control over your own life if someone has control over you, and giving people the strength to speak up, talk about it, seek help if they need it. I think that's a really important message. Okay, so overall thoughts of the song. After the halfway point, we don't really get much of a change. There were some small and interesting composition and mixing and production elements within the bridge section, but other than that, after the halfway point, we've kind of heard everything that they've had to offer. However, lyrically, we've definitely got a really strong song with a very powerful message, which is quite poignant to the current environment that we're living in the Western world. And then overall thoughts for the music video, I really enjoyed the creativeness. I liked the storytelling. I really wasn't sure where it was going earlier on, but I really enjoyed where we ended up at the end of the film clip. I thought it was really creative and a very entertaining way to take something which is quite a serious topic and to make it something which is not only entertaining, but I feel it wasn't as over the top as it probably could have been. So this was the first time that I've ever listened to a song from the band Moona. So definitely let me know if there's other songs of theirs that I should check out. And I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this song and video clip, One That Got Away. So definitely in the comments section below, let's create a discussion on what you guys thought of One That Got Away. That's it for me in this one. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, leave those comments below in the comments section. I'm really interested to hear what you guys thought of this song, of the video, and maybe if I missed something. But if not, you'll see me in the next one.